Hi guys, it's Joshua once more. Hope you're all doing good. And today is not your regular piano tutorial video, even though you can see the keys behind me. It's not your regular piano tutorial video. Today, I just want to share my thoughts, my experiences with you because I really do care about you, especially those of you that are just starting out your music journey. This is something that's for you. Those of you that are around the age 12 to age 22, 23, thereabout, this video is definitely for you. You need to watch to the end and grab whatever you can grab. I've been at this for more than a decade, and I can tell you that if it is now that I'm knowing this, man, I would be like I've given up. Like I'll just give up totally because there are a whole lot of stuff that I need to meet up to right now. And that's the same way older musicians also feel like, they have a lot of responsibilities to cater for right now. Some of them are married, or most of them are married right now. So there's no time for them to start working on those things that they discovered now. It's only stuff that they have worked with before, stuff they have, built on before. That's the only stuff that they can really, work with. So it's so nice that you're hearing this right now, and I know you're already curious, so let me just go straight to the point. It has to do with your purpose in music, discovering your purpose in music. Very important. Now, this is beyond the playing. I know most of us will definitely start from the playing aspect of music, the performance aspect. You just want to understand your instruments, know how to play one or two songs and all that. But you get to a point where you kind of ask yourself, okay, why am I in this music? Where am I heading to? That's the next question you need to start asking. And for me, I kind of got it subconsciously, and I was just lucky that it was at a very early stage in my life. So I was able to build something of which as Inspiredfingers.net. Okay. And even before the name Inspiredfingers came out, I was already at this stuff. It's just that the internet was not that robust for us to get access and know ourselves better. So that's why you probably did not know about me. But some people who have been following, like even offline, till they now got to follow me online, they can really testify about this. So what am I trying to say here is this. I got mine subconsciously, and I can say that I was just lucky because I had someone ahead of me, my elder brother Samuel by name. People started calling me Sam too. So he gave me this exposure to a lot of music resources out there, from Jimmy Griggs, Jama Hartwell, and so on. He taught me the piano as well. So I was observing, and I was like, okay, we have a very high influx of piano players, which are categorized as music performers. So what of the people who will be teaching them? That's the question. What about the people who will be teaching them? We don't have many, they are not much. And even those that even attempt, they don't have the background, or they don't really go in deep to try to know this music education of a thing. All they just try to do is like, okay, what did you play? I played this, I played that, and that's all. And they leave you to your fate. So I was like, okay, let me just go down deep further more a little bit so that I can help people who want to learn this instrument. And that's how I started everything. And like I said, it came in subconsciously to me, and I kind of figured it out by luck. All right, not until the likes of Dr. Poki came up and started talking about all these things, where he dissected all different music aspects, like of business. So you can go into the music performance aspect, you can go into music technology, you can go into music education, of which I'm doing, and you can also go into music journalism as well. So music journalism does not require you to be playing It's Your Time for a Miracle or whatever. You just need to be up to date with music happenings and all that, and try to share it and all that. So that's just basically it. Although you have an understanding of music, like I said, most of us will definitely start from the playing aspects, but you need to get to a point where you start asking yourself, more questions like, okay, so what is in this music for me? And I know most of us would be like, well, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a medical doctor, so I'm just doing this music as a hobby and all that. See, don't fool around. Whether you want to do music or you want to study music in school or you don't want to study music in school, I did not study music in school as well, so I'm totally on a different line. Like, I program the computers and all that, so that's really my line. But I kind of still feel we're getting into a world, in fact we're already in a competitive world, whereby you have to diversify, you have to know this, you have to know this, you have to know this for you to survive in a competitive world as this, so that when one way is not working, you can also use the other way to survive, for the time being and all that. So that's why you need to find your purpose in music. You need to know why you're into music. All right. So if you're going to be doing music production, for instance, why don't you start right now? They're just starting your music as well. Like, you're starting to learn how to play. It's very important that you learn all these things hand in hand together, so that you grow. As you grow over the decades and all that, you can run with it, you can work with it while you're doing your other profession, like you want to study in school and all those stuff. Understand? So it's very important that you figure this out at a very early stage. Right now you don't have anyone pressuring you. Like, when I was young, no one pressures me. I was not on any payroll, so I was still under parent, I was still under guardians, and I was with my pastor, who is late right now. God bless his memory. So I was just like, trying to I was just like trying to, don't mind me, I'm feeling emotional. I kind of feel the loss when he passed away, although I was not there for his burial, though I couldn't hold it. Anyway, I was just God help me, let me get back on this. I don't know why. Anyway, okay, so I got these stuffs subconsciously, like I said before, and I figured out all these stuffs. Definitely, I know I've missed where I was at. Okay, so I'm trying to get it back. That's why I'm starting from there. So no one was pressuring me. Okay, I think that was what I was saying. No one was pressuring me. I was just playing, and I could make all the mistakes and no one will scold me. No one will tell me that, why are you playing like this now? Even though I got it once in a while, but it was not that much of a pressure to me, because no one was paying me. No one was telling me that, if you don't play well, I will sack you or something. Nobody, nothing like that. Understand? So I was at liberty to explore, make mistakes, and fall down and get up. So it was helping me to build myself. So that is still the privilege you have right now. You that is still under parental care, guidance, care, and all that. You have this luxury of time. You also have this luxury of you falling down and getting up on your feet, experimenting and doing all that. So it will help you to gain more strength and, at what you do. So that's why it's very important you figure it out right now. Try to know, is it music production I want to do? Is it music performance? You see, if you want to still stay as a piano player, it's totally fine. Just try to know how to create a niche for yourself. Like, try to know how to stand out from the other players. You understand? Like, I myself that is even doing this music education of a thing, I kind of found my own place in this music education. Like, I try to teach in a different way. Now, we all have the basics, like the music theory aspect and all that. Those are the basics, even our piano setup and all that, using MIDI colors, using that, although I don't use MIDI colors for now. So, those are the basics. Like, you just need to figure those things out and just follow the trend, how it's working. Okay, but in your sound, in your teaching method, your approach and all that, that's where the difference comes in. You understand? The way Colonel Gaskin teaches, it's not the way let's say Corin Henry we teach, or it's not the way Corey Taylor we teach, or it's not the way Sin Wilson we teach. You understand? They all have their different ways of teaching. All right, it's not the way Dequan Bowens we teach. So they are all good. It's not like they're not good. They are all good, but this one has its own way. This one has its own way. This one has its own way of teaching. So that's also what you need to do, even as a piano player. You understand? As a music performer, Corin Henry, of which you know very well, is a performer. Okay, he doesn't teach that much, although they call him for sessions and all that to teach his ideas and all that. But he's more of a performer. So, but what makes him stand out is because of his delivery. He has a different approach, and that's what makes him stand out. And this is also what I really want you to, lay hold on. It's very important that you find, your strengths and, kind of center on it, work on it, and try to be different. Try to be different. I see a whole lot of people trying to imitate people, learning starts by imitation, but please do not stay there. After imitating, after you're learning the A, B, C, D, and all that, you need to still find out how to start, forming things on your own. You understand? And it's just important so that you have a different, or you add a different taste or flavor to the same music business, to the same music performing business that you're doing. All right. So that's just my 2 cents. I know I've said a lot, and it's something that you need to grab and digest and all that. But if you forget anything, don't just forget about the aspect where I said you should discover yourself, discover your purpose in music, and work with it, because right now is the time. You don't have the luxury of time that you think you have, so just start whatever you can start right now. There's no bad thing in you saying you want to still be a church pianist or a music performer and all that, a secular pianist, but just try to make sure you create something different. Okay, go beyond those materials. In fact, for me personally, I know I'm not a music performer though, but for me, what I just do is that I just kind of listen to a whole lot of musicians, try to internalize their thoughts and all that, their approach and all that, but I don't really sit down on the keys and start trying to figure out, okay, what chord is this, what voicing did he use, and I don't have that luxury of time anymore. And that's even part of the reasons why I said now is the time for you that is just starting. I've been at this for a very long time, and I worked with Jamato a lot, like back then. So since Jamato went out of the music instruction scene, I was kind of just like, I just couldn't go for that anymore. So I just stopped, even though there were new guys coming like Ali Mavin. I have the DVDs though. If you need it, you can always message me for it, and if you can come and meet me, or we can arrange where to meet in Abuja. I can share a lot of materials with you. So that's just it. So I don't really work with those materials anymore. I just like listening, like you're listening to a message, or that's just what I do. I just play them, but I don't sit down to. And I'm still good at what I do, and the reason is because of those past rehearsals I did, using Jamaato's tutorials, Jamie Griggs tutorials, Jason White, Mike Berrio, and all that. So that's what is helping me in this my late stage of doing music. All right. So that's just basically everything I want to say. I know I've been, going here and there. I'm just trying to make sure I touch, the corners with the broom, and just for you to understand things much more better. Thank you so much. I'm done. And if you have any challenge, if you have any thoughts on this, like, you can always let me know, and I'll be here to, guide you through. Thank you so much, and goodbye.